Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you the Champs news live at 3. It's Friday, so happy Friday. We got Zombie Rhea in the game, and we got some feud action this weekend. So let's take a look at the loot. Starting off, if you're in this spending bracket here for 100 bucks, this is by far the best value. If you're in that bracket, you can double dip with the portal event that's going on. It's much better than this $99 offer. If you want to spend 20 bucks, this one isn't too bad. You can double dip on the portal offer. There's also this one, and these are the two you would compare. Would you rather have 3 Rhea Ripley shards or 5 million coin and 150 TP? I don't really know. They're pretty similar. I'd probably just take the 3 Rhea shards, even though it's probably not going to make much difference. That's probably what I do. And then if you need to do your 1 loot coin pull, you can get 1 for $2.99 if you care about those milestones. We'll get into a feud scoring breakdown in just a little bit. I do want to call out this offer. If you do not have Rhea Ripley, she's one of the better female techs in the game. You get a 4-star bronze, 500 Rhea shards, and 1.5 million coins. And this would allow you to double dip with the portal event and gain an additional 7 million coins. You also get an epic strap. While epic isn't the greatest, if you're a newer player, maybe you don't have a lot of straps, so you'd have a strap for her. Otherwise, you can sell it for 700 strap parts. As far as value goes, for a really solid female superstar, Rhea isn't the best. Shayna's the best, but I would say she is the second best if Becky doesn't have gear. Becky with gear is a little bit better for sure. Otherwise, Rhea is really good. So very solid offer here. I like this one. I'd like to see more offers like this for solid, relevant superstars in the game. That would be great. So I like that offer. The Shayna loot's not new. We've seen that before. You can't see it because I had a technical difficulty and my stream froze, but there's 150,000 solo points to claim today for the weekend feud event. So that's not bad. Make sure and get those daily, and don't forget your daily Lashley shards. And then don't forget to do your daily reroll. Also did that. You can see I didn't get anything amazing. As far as the spend event that's going on, it's like normal. So if you were to buy that $25 offer for Ripley, you're going to pick up 3, 5, 7 million coin additionally, 15 Lashley shards, a legendary strap, which I am told now goes into your inventory in a case. So you will get to open it and you will get them. They fixed that problem. So that's working now. So you will get your legendary straps. So hooray. If you're buying the $100 offer, you're also going to get an additional 4 and 3 million coins. So you're going to get 14 million coin if you buy the $100 offer. Out of my price league, but it is nice to double dip. There are more offers in the game we'll take a look at, and we will also go over to the game now and look at all that stuff, including a feud scoring breakdown. So, Backstage Pass. I want to talk about that. So they got it right this week. So props to Scopely. If you bought the beginning of the week Backstage Pass, it carries through the whole week, including the weekend. And I was very adamant about how bad the Backstage Pass weekend one was last week. Very vocal about it. I hated it. In my opinion, it was terrible, and I stressed that a lot. So this week, I am going to stress how not bad it is. This week, this was very good. Very happy about this. The $10 you spend for the Backstage Pass gives you a lot of bonus stuff, and you're picking up 20 Rhea shards and 50,000 solo points with it as well. So very big fan of the Backstage Pass this week. So I like that. The additional weekend offers it opens up are not great. Just like last weekend, I didn't think they were great. The portal offer is better. 40 loot coins, 5 million coin, 500 TP, 150,000 solo. And this is the reoccurring Nightmare special. I would assume this is available daily. 10 shards for 10 bucks and 1 pull and 10,000 points. I mean, if you think you're going to be close to Rhea on shards, if you're chasing her, you're in that spending bracket, maybe that's worth it to you. I personally am not a biggest fan of $1 a shard. That's unless I'm within like very few shards. And we'll see how many shards you can get for free and light spending this weekend. in just a little bit. So I don't really love that offer. And these ones, I mean, $9.99 for 3 pulls isn't too bad if that's the route you want to be in. 10,000 solo points. Here's the $20 one, 7 pulls, 1 million coin, 25,000 solo. But if you did it on the portal, you can double dip. So I like the portal one better. And this is the $4.99 1 loot coin, 250,000. I'd rather grab the $2.99 single loot coin on the portal too. So I don't particularly love those. Nothing great about this feud kickoff. Although there is 60 props or show of hearts, that's just too much for me. I don't like this 99 offer. I like the portal one better. This kickoff one isn't bad for your single loot coin because it'll give you 15,000, but $5 isn't cheap either necessarily. The $10 one gives you 3 pulls instead of 1 for 5, so this seems like better value, a little bit less points, but you are getting extra pulls and they're worth more. So of the two, the $9.99 is better value. I would buy this on the portal and double dip. We talked about that one. These are just regular ones, nothing special there. And I think that's about it other than your daily claim right here. So let's take a look at the feud scoring for the weekend. I'll make this bigger right now if I grab the right screen here. Okay, so assuming you pull Rhea Ripley, you get $1 million for 1 talent up, so recruiting her will do that. You can see I didn't add that into the initial scoring because probably not going to happen for most of us. War score, you can get 3,375,000 points. Tours, you can get 1.22 million. First loot coin, first day is 100,000, second day is 125, and third day is 150,000. So it's a 125 average over 3 days. You get 375,000 from there. Your portal claim is 450,000, which brings you to 5,420. If you did the backstage pass, you add an extra 50K. 5,470,000. Max milestone is 9.9 million. They were very clear on the blog, the separation of what you get and what you don't get for spending and not spending, which I do appreciate the clarity. Loot coins are worth 25,000 a piece. So if you were someone that wanted to max it, not counting bonus offers with points, and do keep in mind if you're trying to max it, you're going to get better offers on Saturday and Sunday than you get today. So there'll be bonus offers, last chance offers where you get more points. So I wouldn't go for it today if that's your thing. But 143 loot coins if you pull Rhea is what it would take to max it. 183 if you don't is what it would take to max it. Basically 40 coins is 1,000,000 points. 40 pull is $100. So you can do the math there. Other than that, let's take a look at the milestones and see what you actually get for free. It's not bad, in my opinion, because you get almost all the bags. So this is the milestone you get to for free. If you want to spend a little bit extra, you know, you do the 3 daily spends for 2 million coin, you can decide if it's worth it to you. You can get to there, but there are no Rhea shards in there. So I don't think you really need to go for this milestone. If you don't go for this one, you don't need to do your daily loot coin either. So you can just go right here to this milestone. You'll end up getting 1,100 shards if you get everything from the war score and the tours. And you'll be 500 shards short of recruiting her. That's without spending. And I apparently am not showing you the milestone because I have this huge graphic up on my screen with the scoring. So let me just show you what I'm talking about. You can get to milestone here, 4.68 million with no spending, no loot pulls, any of that. Or if you want to do light spending and get those offers every day, and then you're going to probably have to pick up a second offer because you're going to be about 300,000 short to get here. I'm not going to go for this milestone. I don't think it's going to be worth it to me for 2 million coin. And I'm going to go for this one. So I don't need to do any loot pulls here. So this is the milestone I'm going to go for. I'm going to call it a day. I'll get my 1100 shards and it'll be good. If you were wanting to spend a bunch to max it, this is, you get 2 million coin here. That's okay. Lashley shards and a 5-star emerald, 3 million coin. Okay. But keep in mind, a million points is $100. So $100 to get to here, like 150 to get to here, and then another 200 to get to here. 8 million gives you the last 75 Rhea shards. So you have to ask yourself, for 75 shards, is it worth the spending to you? And the last milestone is a Viper strike plate and 5 million coin. So for me, this is the milestone I think it's worth it to go for. Shouldn't be too hard to get realistically, because the war score you need to get there is pretty easy. So do your tours, and then I'll show you the war score, what you need to get to for that. It's 7.5 million. Not hard to get at all in Feud. So you need to get to 7.5 million. And then if you want to pick up the extra Rhea shards available, you go to 15 million and you'll get all of them. This is 50 and this is 75. I do want to mention, if you want a shot at Shayna or Macho, 25 million is where you got to go. And that's really what I want to do, because either way, it gets me closer to one of these superstars with a chance of pulling him. Shayna's amazing. Macho's amazing. I think I'm like 300 shards away from Shayna, so that would be a healthy chunk and put me within striking distance of her. Macho's a little bit farther for sure. I think I got half a Macho during his event, so not as close to him. I'd actually rather pull the Shayna shards from this because I would be closer to recruiting her. But there's a reason to max it. That's a really good chest. So that's kind of the carrot in this for the grinders. So if you're a grinder and it's worth your time, this is where you want to get. I don't think 25 million will be too hard to get with the war score bonuses and stuff. But if you want to get all the Rhea shards, 15 million war score is what you need. So not that hard, really. It's not easy, but it's not going to take you hours and hours either. 3, 4, 5 hours depending on your roster. So that covers the war score portion, and then the rest is all just in the tours. So just play the tours and get what you can get for free. So 1100 shards for free, shot at pulling her. 1175 if you want to spend probably 50, actually probably like $100 ish to get those extra 75 shards. So to recap, I'm gonna get the solo points and call this one free for me and stop there. Because it's not worth pushing past there for me. You can decide what's worth it to you. But I'm happy with that, actually. I have the war score I can grind for some nice stuff. If I get to 1100 of 1600 shards, I'm actually pretty happy with that for a new zombie. So decent weekend for me. I won't have to play a ton. Let's take a look at the lineups again one last time. We'll do kind of like a feud prep little mini thing. I went over it a little bit. Line bonuses aren't great. The real attraction is the war score. So although if you pull Rhea, it is a really good line bonus. +3 move charge, 100% all gem damage, 50% war score. You're going to want to put someone up here who's heavy gem damage, so not like your Acrobat Flare. You'd want to go someone like, if you had Powerhouse Becky, she would be good up there. Bianca's heavy move damage, Chyna's heavy move damage, unless you run Bianca like her blast build or something. So try and go a heavy gem damage person if you have them up there. And that lineup's going to be good for you. Or you can also take the advantage of the MP and go there and get your guys started fast, but it won't do much for your gem damage. So pick your best gem damage guy that's fast. And when I say guy, I mean girl. And go with that. Bottom line is going to be, for most of us, the bonuses aren't really too much worth writing home about other than Powerhouse Chyna. This would be significant for her. It would be okay on Becky. Becky doesn't make a ton of blast gems, though. Bianca's blast build, it might be solid on. Beyond that, like, it's not really worth mentioning. Like, you could use Powerhouse Bree, but you probably have a lot better females than that. So I'm going to fill the bottom line bonus just for the war score. And I'm going to probably look to, like, I'll go Asuka down here. Beth is another good one if you have Beth, for sure. With her countdown move, if you have her 5-star, fill the board with blast gems. She would be a great one for this line bonus if you have her leveled up. So I'm just going to run this and go with the war score. So I'm going to run my Charlotte, and I'm going to run my Naomi and get war score with them. Other than those couple I mentioned, I think you'll see a lot of zombie Paige as well. So be aware there'll probably be a lot of stuns floating around, and just be ready for that. So I'm going to run this, and then up top, I have an anti-stun Lana. I have an anti-stun strap on Lana, so I'll just run my Lana with anti-stun. But just know you'll probably see a fair amount of zombie Paige. So good line bonus for Beth and China. Other than that, I actually don't think I would care about it, but if I had Motu Becky leveled up, I'd also take her anyway. I think the gem damage would be better for Becky if you have that option. But I'm thinking of running this way, get my unique wins with these three. They can cover most of them. 5-star gold will be a pain. I'll just use Naomi, though. Maybe a Shango if I need to. And these ones I'll just look to pick off the weaker ones. I wouldn't recommend running this big for a lot of people, especially if you don't have a 5-star gold or someone that can beat a 5-star gold. Just keep it down to 4 if you can fill the lane for the war score bonus. If you have fodder, I wish my zombie Charlotte was lower for the feud. I wish I had a lower zombie to put in here because they're not really going to do a lot for me other than pick up easy wins, the 100,000 point per individual win. The extra scoring bonus, I don't think is worth it compared to how fast you can win with your good superstars. So I'm mostly going to ignore the bonus scoring and just try to get unique wins as fast as I can. I think that's the best bang for your buck on these. So that's about where I'm at for the feud. The weekend feud lineup. There's one loot to take a look at, which we can do real quick. At least one, I think. Yep, just one. So the Rhea loot coins, not necessarily super expensive, $2.50. So not their highest price, not their lowest price. Featured is really low at 1.37%, so not crazy about that level. Mega rare 4.62. You can see there's some not so rare cards in here, but it's not too bad overall, because really basically you're looking at Rhea herself here is the most common in Zombie Asuka. If you were around during Zombie Paige and could grind for her, you might have her. Zombie Rock if you max the MLC, but a lot of people didn't. So really, as far as featured go, this isn't terrible. There are shards, but it's a low percentage, right? A 40 pull, you're not likely to hit a featured as far as the odds go. You're probably looking at 60 pulls to hit a featured. Of course, you can still hit shards. You go into Mega Rare. This is a little bit better at 4.62. But you got Jeff, Zombie Charlotte, regular Charlotte. And then 2 sets of shards, Edge. So it's not amazing either. It's not terrible. For a debut loot, this one actually isn't terrible, but it's also not amazing. I'm not completely in love with it. Super rare, 6%. You got Sheamus in there, Aleister Black, Rock. You got some good stuff hiding in the super rare, but you have I've actually seen a lot worse super rares, but I'm so on it. Going into very rare, Rhea's still in the very rare, but that's about it in there. 11% chance. Rares, pretty meh. Uncommons, also pretty meh. And then the commons, commons are a little more interesting. There's not a ton. You got 3, and then you got the shards. So if you're close to Edge, and you know you're going to be like 1,100 shards into Rhea, okay, they probably won't be wasted. 20 to 75 is a good chunk. If you're close to Asuka, you pick up another 25 minimum there. Same thing with Rock or Seth. Just not crazy about the Charlotte ones in there. So again, as far as a debut loot goes, it's actually not bad. I would say maybe a 6 for me on the 1 to 10 loot scale. We've definitely had worse ones. We've had worse ones so far this month. I'm still waiting for that zombie loot where I'm like, man, this is the one this month. This is the one. So it's not terrible, but it's not great. Middle of the road. And I think that covers everything for the week. So hopefully you guys have a good weekend. Let me know what you think in the comments. And remember to like, subscribe, and share. And good luck out there. Hope you get something good from your bags. Thanks for watching.